Little update from this morning. Went for my chemo this afternoon. Thought to do this now because obviously so everything's fresh in my mind. Went for my chemo drip. As I said on my video before I went, my bloods and all, kidneys were all fine, so I got me same dose again. As you can see, my voice is getting husky. That's the chemo. Today I got it in my right arm. Right arm, as I said in the previous one, when it goes cold, your arm goes cold, slowly pins and needles up your arm. But with about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes left on the drip, it's a 2-hour drip, so 5 to 10 minutes left on the drip, started getting cramp in my hand. I thought it's because this time I decided not to move, because when I got in the left arm last time, when you're getting pinned and needle, I was touching it and inquisitive sort of touches and all that. This time I decided I was going in the right arm, wasn't going to touch it, was going to let it run its course for the 2 hours. The drip runs for 5 to 10 minutes ago, pins and needles and cramp in my hand. I thought it because I wasn't moving, so I lifted it up, started moving and all that. Eased it a little bit, didn't seem to take it away. Then obviously my beeper started going on the drip, telling that the chemo drip side had finished. The nurse came over, asked me how I was. I said my arm was aching and I was getting cramp. And she said I should have told her, because it's because the cold, the chemo is the arm's reacting to the cold and heat to it. It was heat packs. All I needed was a heat pack. Put the heat pack on. She rushed off, got me some heat packs, come back, because they are, you ask, you get there. It's just nuts, considering what they're doing anyway. You ask, you get. She run off, brought the heat pack, put the heat pack on. A minute two, started to ease it straight away. Then you get a flush, they flush. A flush on it then before you go. So the flush is going through the drip. By the time the flush had finished, the cramp and, obviously the pin and needles don't go, but the cramp and the coldness and the achiness, the heat pack had done its job, taking that away. Obviously I could go then, so then I wrapped up, said my goodbyes, came out, got in the car. Obviously get wrapped up then, because obviously the side effects are kicking in, tingly fingers and toes and all that. To slowly start to kick in, more or less. It was quicker this time, a lot quicker. Covered my face up, got home. Got home about 1:30, and for 5 hours I've had my hot water bottle on my arm to ease it, because it came back. It came back aching, paining, tingling. It's tender. Obviously the husky voice. Pins and needles, it's straight a lot quicker than my hands and toes. Feeling lethargic a lot quicker this time. This is the effects of this are really quick off this dose. Maybe, I don't know how it works, maybe it's because my defense system is a little bit lower than when I first started, and with this dose maybe that's what's happened. But yeah, I thought I'd do this video now because the effects of the chemotherapy are fast today, really fast today. Where I think it took 2 or 3 days for me to really feel tired. I've got a feeling it's going to really quick. I've got a feeling I'll be getting that tomorrow, maybe this evening, because every hour that goes by, it seems to be accelerating. It seems to be hitting me. But yeah, I've drank a cold drink. Come home. Coffee tasted terrible. I had a cup of coffee, I was drinking it, it was fine. 10 minutes later, I was just sitting there, and you can let it go to the lukewarm. The coffee tasted vile after 10 minutes. So my taste buds thing, the jowly thing came. I had a tin of soup with some bread, hot soup, the jowl. I've explained that before, the jowl with the sour, sweety taste thing when you're a kid, that came. That's more or less come quite fast now. Yeah, all the little things. Coldness in my hands. I'm getting cold in my hands. Even as we speak now, my hands are going cold. yeah, I had a little bit of a closing sensation at the back of my throat. Remember I said about the like strands dangling, tickling the back of my throat? Yeah, it felt a lot more intense, that one. So obviously, as me and my mate normally say when we do up to no good with drinks, cheers with the on his other channel. But yeah, I've got my hot drink here that is easing that. I'm gonna do another flask now, make sure I've got a hot flask. Yeah, it's quicker today, quicker. I think this one is, if I remember right, the fella who I actually seen him today, we weren't in the same room, so I seen him before we went in, and he asked how I was doing. The man, he said the second dose is the one, and I think he was right, the second dose is the one. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if you make it out of him. My hands feel cold, but they're sweating. My hands are cold, I feel cold. Yeah, my throat, my voice goes a little bit funny with it, but my hands actually feel cold, but I'm sweating, which is nuts. Sorry. Yeah, even as you can see, I'm getting a little effect there off the jowls. Not much. It's not scary. Don't worry. It's not scary at all. It's just the effects. Like, we know how to manage them. If you get that feeling, warm drink takes away. I'm drinking a warm drink. Obviously, it's counteracting it, doing its job. It's like I say, but yeah, don't drive on the day of your chemo because your nerve endings, like I say, it's instant. Toes and feet, toes, fingers. Yeah, it's. I thought I'd do this now, get it done as fast as possible. So while it's happening, anything that changes as it happens, I'll just get the camera out and do it, and we'll it's so that I'm documenting it better. And like I say, that's the day anyway. And we'll see how tomorrow goes, and I'll document it and see. But yeah, but little victories, as I said, we'll just do the little victories. These, if someone comes here, hot drink, it eases it, takes away a little victory in my arms. It's starting to tingle again. I've left my hot water bottle all the way over there, and in fact I'm going to go and get it because so you can see where I'm up to. Here's the hot water bottle. Right, all I do is I just give me a bottle and I just sit there with my hot bottle on my arm. It eases it more or less straight away. It's what you need to do. These are just the things you need to do. As I said, any side effects, they've got an answer for it. It's just figuring it all out. Another thing with my bloods, because we're not allowed to wait anyway, the card we're given. I waited in the waiting room yesterday to have my bloods done, and it was my fault. It was nothing to do with the hospital. Because when I went in and they asked me for my blood card, and I said, "Oh, I'm on chemo and I just thought my appointment." And she said, "Why are you waiting?" The nurse got annoyed the fact that I'd waited in the waiting room, and I said, "But to be fair, I just went in and said I've got an appointment for 11:05. I didn't go in and say, by the way, I'm a chemo patient and I've got an appointment for 11:05. I think I'd have said that the rule is you go down, you knock on the blood door, you say, there's a word that you say obviously about being a chemotherapy treatment, and if the chair's free, you get straight in it, or you wait at the door, and the minute someone comes out, you go in that chair next. You don't wait around because they're already waiting for you, because you're not supposed to wait in the waiting room. It wasn't their fault, it was my fault, just being the everyday person, that if you got an appointment for 11:05, you just wait until you get an appointment. But yeah, the rule does not apply. So every little changes, obviously, if they know, as I said at the hospital, when you tell them, they act. They just act. With the heat pads today, obviously I just thought it was just, yeah, but they act. You like I say, I need to maybe speak out a little bit more. But then, when they're dealing with other people who've got maybe in a slightly worse condition, because there was people there who were struggling with their treatments, and maybe it's good that they see, they are seeing something. If I've got a little bit of pins and needles, a little bit of cramp in my hand, I can hang on for 5 minutes. But I'd like to think I could hang on for 5 minutes while they do something a little bit more important than worrying about me with a little bit of cramp that I only need a heat pack. But they see it a different way. They don't see it that way. They see the fact that every patient is a priority, which fair play to them. So yeah, we'll keep this going, and I'm going to start doing one as days change, see what happens with the second one, and we'll see where we end up at the weekend, and then further onwards. I'm just hoping that I get the week where I feel good again. I'm hoping that I'll sell for 5 days, 4 days, as long as I feel good. Oh, I've got to have a fourth COVID jab, so that's been booked. So yeah, because my defence system's been up bottom, I'll get a fourth COVID jab now, and I've got to go for that on my week off from treatments before I get the third dose of chemotherapy. So yeah, but do as it's told, get on with it, and like I say, but if you listen to what I've just said and take anything on, and if it's happening to you and you reply at least, or you're going to go start doing this, at least with what I'm saying, and learn from my mistakes so that they don't apply to you then, and then you can act on your first effort, on your first treatment, instead of me waiting for 2 treatments or 3 treatments to realise where I'm going wrong. Okay then, so well, don't want to drag this on. I don't want to sound miserable, to be honest with you. I'm not a miserable person. I've spent all my life laughing, and all of a sudden I'm doing this and trying to talk in front of a camera, and I'm just trying to get used to it. We feel a bit weird, but yeah, maybe I don't want to come across bored. I don't want to come across miserable, because that's not the way it is. And it's 80-90% is being positive. You've seen the videos, so each bridge will cross, and each bit of information that'll come across, and I can help you if it helps anyone. If you can learn from it, fair play. That's what I've done it for. I'm not interested in anything else, as long as it helps someone else, because we're all, like I say, if you get diagnosed with something like this, yeah, we're all in it together, and there's plenty of people there that are helping us as well. Okay, let you know how I'm getting on. Speak to you over the next few days. Bye bye now. Big smile.